Hello everyone, from McLaren to Honda again, and I am going to show you 2023 Honda Accord LX on the left side and EX on the right side. So as you know, the Honda Accord LX is the base trim level and EX is the second trim level. There is only a few $1,000 difference. As you see, exterior, there is not much difference, so I'm gonna get closer from the front end to the back. I'm gonna walk around and show you more details with other features. So one of the main details, without going deeply, is if you look at the top of the car, so there is no sunroof on LX, and EX has a sunroof, as you see right here. Another difference is the wheels. Actually, the tires and wheels are the same size. They both are 17 inches, 225, 50, 17, but the rim color is different. This one was EX. Let me get closer. So EX, LX, and they have exactly same tire size, 225, 50, 17, and this one is 225, 50, 17. So different color, same style. Just let me know which one do you like in the comments below. So, and as you see, let's look at the price tag. As I mentioned from my short video, this one is $28,845. This is the base one, Honda Accord LX, 1.5 liter turbocharged, and this one is very similar but just a few more features. And this one has 1.5 EX BD and $30,610. Both cars has 1.5 liter turbocharged and 192 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. There is something interesting which I just learned, and 2023 Accord 1.5 turbo engine, EX is the trim level. But what is this BD stands for? So who knows that? Do you know that? Put it on the comments. But I will say, I'm gonna pause and wait for your comment, and I'm gonna say what does BD stand for. So normally in the previous generation and the new generation, Accord EX comes standard with blind spot monitoring system. But guess what? This car, due to the chip shortage or part shortage, whatever they say nowadays, is coming without some of these models, not all. Some of these models are coming without blind spot. There is no sign here, and this BD is blind spot delete. So that means this car is coming without blind spot monitoring system. So would you buy this car, the EX, without blind spot monitoring system? Please let me know in the comments below. Okay guys, there is one more Accord EX right here. I'm not gonna go details on this black car. It's almost the same except the blind spot. So as I mentioned on the white one, the white one was saying EX and BD, which means blind spot delete. But this one is a standard EX, and there is blind spot monitoring system, as you see the sign here on the mirror. The price of a regular Accord with no additional accessories is coming to $30,705, and the other one, the white one, which means coming without blind spot monitoring, is $30,610, which means there is only $95 difference. Again, this is your choice. If you want to buy without blind spot, it is just $95 cheaper. Let's look at the tail lights and the back design. EX, LX. So, do you see any difference? I'm looking at carefully, and I know that there is nothing to say. They both exactly same. There is no badging, LX or EX. So they are exactly same lighting design, tail lights, LED all the way to the middle, and both has the same. So, and then LED turn signals and the brake lights on the bottom part. Let's see the front and the lighting exactly same. On the top, as you see, turn signal and LED daytime running lights exactly same, and the grille is exactly same, and the bottom part is exactly same. I don't see any fog light on the new EX. In the past model, previous generation had the fog lights, and they started removing fog lights. Now I think it's because of the high-tech daytime running lights and also high quality LED high beam and low beam lights. Let me know what you think about the front end of this car. Okay, both Accord EX and LX has the same exact trunk and trunk size, but there is only one difference. So this one, the Accord EX, has a 60-40 split, which means you can fold the back seat. As you see, it's divided 60-40, and this one is like, I just open it right now. Let's see on the inside. So you can fold down seats as two pieces. So if you want to just put only one piece, you can do one piece, and you can have somebody sit still on the back. Here you go. And then on this one, there is no 60-40. This is foldable, but only one piece. So you can fold the entire 3 seats together. So if you need to fold the rear seat, so you don't have an option to divide it. Another change, this one is improvement, not like a downgrade, some other features. So now the trunk is fully opening itself with hydraulic system. Means when you release the trunk, so here when you release the trunk, it is fully opening slowly. And this one also has an opener button. So in the previous generation there was no button on the back, you had to use your remote or the button in the car. So as you see, now it is also released, and it has the same hydraulic bar there. So to close it, since it is a little high, so if you want to reach, if you cannot reach on this part, you can use this handle right here. Both of them are the same, but it is a little heavy because of the hydraulic system. Alright guys, let's look at some features for both. I put them in opposite ways to be able to see front and back at the same time. We can only identify from the wheels and the sunroof. This one is EX, this one is LX. Let's look at the key fobs. As you see, they are both identical and has the same exact features: lock, unlock, remote engine start, trunk opener, and a panic button. So let's see remote engine start for both of them. This one is for EX, so I use the lock button once and then press on hold the remote engine start button, and as you see, this car now started. Let's see how the remote engine start works for the LX. I lock button once and then hold the remote engine start button, and a few seconds later it flashes, and then it flashes multiple times, and the engine is already started. You can hear the noise. So we did both of them. I'm gonna stop this right now. So, and now we're gonna go and check how the keyless entry and smart entry system works. Luckily, starting 2022, the Honda Accord comes standard with keyless entry on all trim levels, and that is a plus sign. So this one, the base model right here, I have the key with me. So the door is lock or unlock. Let's check. So the little dots right here, or lines, this is the lock. So I have the key with me, so I just press my finger and it locks. So the doors are locked right now. We can test on the back door. So I can't open it, but I will unlock it with just push the handle. So if you put your hand on the handle, so it unlocks itself. Alright guys, let's just look at quickly front and back seats, and I'm gonna go details with the infotainment system. So it's a cloth seat, exactly same for both, exactly same as in the sport model. So the regular sport model has that. And let me know what you think about this cloth seat, which I'm not very favor of this, the new seating material. So I had a previous generation 2019 Accord with the cloth seating, but that was way better quality at that time. So this one is EX with armrest and cup holders in the middle and no USBs. This was in the past, like EX model had 2 USB ports in the back, so they removed it. So I think they just try to do cost cutting but increasing the price. Let's see what the LX has. So in the back, LX also had same exact layout, no change, everything is exactly same, no USBs. So and the steering wheel, all the buttons and everything exactly same. And we're gonna go more details with starting the car. So let's start the EX first and look at the digital gauge cluster. It is fully digital. This is a little different than the previous generation, and now Honda has standard digital gauge cluster for all Accord models starting from LX. Let's see how LX is. And again, I don't see any difference. It's exactly same, and the steering wheel design and the buttons and the controls exactly same. But when I look at the climate control, do you see something different than the previous generation? The buttons, the design is different, everyone knows that. But how about the control? Like in the past, we had with 2018 and above, actually it's even lower, 2013 model and above had a dual zone digital climate control. And in 2023, Honda did something and dropped the dual zone from the base model. So it's only one zone. As you see, this is your temperature control, this is your mode selector. So, and then all of them are here. There is no heated seat on this LX model, and there are two USB-Cs. There is no more USB-A's on this model. And then here what we have is the gear shifter, icon button, auto start off, and electronic parking brake, brake hold feature, and honeycomb AC design for 2023. All Accords, all Civics, all CRVs, this is very similar. So when I look at here, I see a glass holder, an emergency button here, sun visors with LED lights on the mirrors, and the two cup holders right here, exactly same. And then there is also storage area on the door pocket, and with two front windows, automatic control, both of them, like 4 windows power, but 2 of them are automatic control. Your mirror controls are here, and there is a cup holder and a storage here. So this storage area, let's see, also it is a nice size storage area. It's similar to the old generation, and there is a 12-volt outlet right here. And let's look at the EX. I'm gonna show it's almost same, but the main difference I didn't mention previously, this one has the manual adjustment on the driver's seat and manual controls, but this one is power controls with the lumbar support, power lumbar support in and out. The main difference is LX does not have power seat, it's only manual. The EX has power seat. So another important difference, when I was in LX, I said it is the digital climate control. That one is only one, no dual zone. This one has dual zone. You can control passenger or driver separately. And also here we have heated seats on driver and passenger side, and this one also goes on the digital display right here. So it's both of them has the same size glow box, and it's very typical and standard. And I'm not gonna talk about the same things because exactly same, two USBs, two USB-Cs. One of them is for your smartphone connection, and there is no wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. This is cable connected Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So I'm not gonna go so much details on the menu items because I went over on my Accord 2023 Accord Sport video. If you want more details on the gauge cluster, you can watch my Accord Sport comparison video. So, but one of the disappointing part on this car, the LX and EX for me, from the previous generation. So there is no phone button here. You can use this dial button to answer or decline the phone calls when you connect it to car with the Bluetooth or Apple CarPlay. But you cannot start a call, or you cannot see your recent calls on this gauge cluster like in the previous generation. In the previous generation, when you press the phone button, it was showing your recent calls on this screen, and you can easily scroll up or down and get the contact and click and call. So you have to go here, this phone button. I'm not connected at this time, so you have to go here to be able to make calls. So what do you think about the new system? Is this something do you like or not? Let me know. And again, one of the main differences is sunroof. So as you see, this car has a power sunroof with the shade, so manual shade, and you can tilt or fully open this sunroof. Right now I'm fully opening with one push of a button automatically, so I can also close it with just a push, long push, and then I can tilt it. So it's just very typical sunroof. And then both of them has very standard mirrors, so no auto dimming mirrors. Okay guys, both Honda Accord LX and EX model has 7 inches digital display infotainment screen here. And when I look at this, you know, with the new car technology, most cars have larger screen. So for me, it is a little bit of a con. What you think about it? So it's a very small screen. Let's see what many items you have. There are no icons like in the previous generation. So as you remember, on the previous generation you had like an apps on your screen. There is no more apps, so you have to be able to go these buttons like phone, radio, so then media if you connect it via USB or Bluetooth, so or smartphone connection, so you have to connect with the cable. Another thing is the menu. So you go to menu, so you have two options. Use the touch screen, which is kind of not very well like other Accord Sport, because the Accord Sport has a very nice 12 inches sleek design display, versus this one is a small and very old looking. So I'm trying to look at some settings here, so you can see smartphone settings and everything right here. So this is mainly all about your infotainment system and some other settings. It's not showing any vehicle settings here, so I guess all the vehicle settings are here on this menu. Let's see how this one settings. I go here, as you see the vehicle settings, you can see your tire pressure monitoring system calibration and driver assist system setups or setups. And then if I wait, it is a little odd, so it's I never seen before. You have to wait to see the back button, otherwise you don't have a physical button option for back. So, and then you go one more time again, vehicle speed, back, default all, and driver system meter setup, keyless access setup. This is something I was looking. And then door unlock mode, you can do driver door only or all doors. So I prefer all doors. I'm gonna set all doors right now. And then go back again. Let's see, driver system setup, keyless access setup, and then door unlock mode, keyless access light flash, keyless access beep. All of them you can turn on and off here. So these are very standard features for most cars. And on the steering wheel, as I mentioned in the previous videos, so all these right sides except this dial and this dial button, these are all for your adaptive cruise control and lane keeping assist features. And this left side is your volume control and talk button and your music control. Both of them has auto windows down with the key fob. If I want to roll down all the windows automatically, I can. This is one of the nicest features that all Honda cars have. So you can use the unlock button once, and the second time just hold it. So when you hold it, all windows including the sunroof opening. To be able to put it back, you have two options. You have to go inside and just start the car and use the controls, or you have to remove your physical key from the key fob like this. You press this one and then pull it out, and then next step is you have to just pull this, and you see right here there's a keyhole, so you have to use this keyhole and turn your key to roll the windows up. So this concludes my video. Honda Accord LX 2023 and EX 2023 from McLaren to Honda, Little Rock, Arkansas. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please like and subscribe and leave your comments below for more videos in the future.